Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to give you guys a message, okay? So, as always, how are you all doing? I hope you all are blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut, but as always, I let you know I am not a therapist, okay? I'm intuitive, so I pick up on the energy and the messages from the Most High. If you've helped one, you've helped some. So I hope that this message helps someone. But if you need some help, feel free to reach out to someone and get the help that it is that you need. There's nothing wrong with speaking with someone. There's nothing wrong with getting help. And there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? So, yeah, guys, today is January 24th. It's Tuesday, 2023, right? But whenever you feel drawn to this message, that's when it's meant for you, okay? So, yeah, guys, how are you guys feeling? What's going on? What's the energy for today? So, it's so crazy, but the Most High came through, as I always say, right? So every day is not your day. Every message is not your message. But if you've helped one, you've helped some. So I hope that this message helps someone. But always pray on it. Use your discernment, right? That is how you'll know if it is for you. But for some of you guys, the way the Most High was giving it to me, right, is that for some of you guys, they're not going to like your story. There's some people that are not going to like your story. They're not going to like the story, the script that you have to play out. That was predestined before you got here. That was already thought of before you were even thought of. There's some people that are not going to like your story. They're not going to want to believe confirmation. They're not going to want to hear your story, right? They're not going to like it. Why? Because there are some people that cannot believe. They cannot believe that the Most High God chose you, your story, and the story that you are playing out. And it's so crazy because the Most High was placing it on me like, imagine, right? Just imagine. Let's try something different for a second. We'll call this story time with Miss T, right? Story time. And imagine, in a sense, you were to close your eyes right now, right? Try it. Try closing your eyes. And as you're closing your eyes and as you are trying to see this thing that I'm about to speak out, envision it, okay? Try to envision it. So let's try something different. Close your eyes and just listen to what I'm saying and try to envision it, okay? So, as you have closed your eyes and you see nothing but darkness, right? You see nothing but dark. Imagine everything you own. Everything. Furniture, clothes, personals, kitchen pots and pans, a bed, everything you own. Imagine it. All in one room. Think about it. Envision it. Can you fit every item of your life in one room? Can you fit everything you own in one room? Can you fit in that one room with everything that you own? This is story time with Miss T. And we're going to tell a story. We're going to tell a story of 13 months. 13 months. Imagine being in that room for 13 months with every item that you own. Can that even fit? Does it even fit? How could you do it? How could you fit your whole life in one room for 13 months? And it's not a big room. It's a small box. Some of you guys have been in boxes. Some of you guys have been in small boxes. Some of you guys have gone through some things where you were boxed. You were boxed in. And they're not going to like your story because your story is an overcomer. Because your story is someone that found it and figured their way out. Your story involves God. Your story involves the Most High moving in your life. They're not going to like your story because they know in their hearts they should have thought better of you. They should have tried. Can you imagine every item that you own in your life? Every item. Think about the items that you really have. Could you fit your bed in that room? Your furniture, your pots, your pans, your TVs, your shoes, your clothes, your whole life. This is story time. And for some of you guys, you have no idea. There are some people that have no idea. There are some people that if they only knew what you went through, if they could only imagine what you went through. And for some of you guys, there are some people that are not going to like the fact that there's a reality check being given, that there is some information being said that vindicates you, that clears your name, that shows you in a different light, that gives you a different look. This is your season. I'm hearing that song. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing this song that I love. This is my season for grace, for favor. That's what he said. This is my season to reap what I have sown. That's what he said. He said it's my season to reap what I have sown. He said everything is working together for my good. There's a song, I think his name is Murphy, and he's telling you in that song that despite everything that has happened, it all worked for his good. His good. All the pain he went through worked out for his good. Everything you have been through will ultimately work out in your best interest if you involve God. If you involve him. Some of us have steered away from him, and it's time to go back. That's why it says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. We have to seek him first. Not second, not last, first. And all of us make mistakes. And for some of you guys, they're not going to like your story because your story is unimaginable. Your story, that the things that you've been through, it's unimaginable. So how about trying to imagine 13 months in a room with every single one of your items? Could you live like that? Have you? So, yeah, that's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for some of you guys. Is that there are some people that have no idea what you went through. Have no idea what you've been through. Have no idea what you've had to overcome. There are some people that don't even know that the audacity that some people went, the extremes that some people tried when it came to you. When it came to you. You've got to be someone powerful and strong and God-fearing for the enemy to want you so bad. For the devil to try you so much. For his minions to do spell work on his behalf. To try to kill, steal, and destroy your every being. There are some people that cannot stand the existence of you on this earth. And that is sad. That is sad. That there are some people that can hate you so much to where they wish that you weren't even here. Sometimes we have to check our own hearts. That's why it says in that song, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're not wrecking them. You're wrecking you. You're wrecking yourself. Because God knows your heart. The Most High God knows you. You cannot fool the Most High. That's why he knows the plans of the enemies. He knows what all your haters, your naysayers, your doubters, your misbelievers, the fakes, the phonies, the two-faced, the snakes. He knows what they all want to do before they even want to do it. He knows how they feel about you before they know how they feel about you. For he knows. And for some of you guys, some of you have endured some things. Because I've endured some things. And not some things, but a lot. A lot. Can you imagine what Jesus might have actually went through, bearing the cross for so many ungrateful people, for so many people that wanted to take him out, for so many people that wanted to see him suffer? Can you imagine what he had to bear? And then to say that there will be many after me. You don't think the prophets suffer? Look at Job. Job lost everything. Everything. Some of you people have lost everything. Some of you have. You know what it's like to lose everything? Because that's what happened to Job. That's what happened to him. He even cursed the day that he was born because he couldn't understand why he went from having things to having nothing. Why he went from prosperity to rags. Why he was faithful to God and still had to lose it all. Why? Why did Job have to lose? Why? But what happened? He got everything back. It got bad for Job. He was cursing the very own existence of himself. That's how bad it got. Have you ever questioned your own existence on this earth? Because that's how bad it got for you. Have you ever asked God why you're here? Because that's how bad it got for you. There's some people that could never even overstand or understand how bad it got for you. Some of you guys have been battling witchcraft. Some of you guys have been battling sorcery, demonic entities, negative spirits. Some of you have no idea what you've been battling in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm. And this is Therapy with Miss T, where we're going to keep it real, raw, and uncut. And I am still spiritual. That's why I call myself spiritual religious. Because I believe that that is the connection that works best for me with the Father. I'm not saying it has to work best for everyone. That is not why I'm here. I'm not here to force you to believe anything that I say. But I am here to let you know that the Most High God is real. There is no way that I have these powers or gifts or talents or whatever they are. There's no way possible other than God. Even though there are people that said I was a witch. There were people that said I did black magic. There were people that said I was listening to demonic spirits. There were some people that said some real wicked things about me. I know what it's like to be called everything other than a child of God. I know what it's like to be looked down upon because you go into tarot. How dare you find God after that? I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Because you come out of something where people judged you because you went into it in the first place. Judge and ye too shall be judged. He who is without sin, cast the first stone. He who is without. Who can raise their hand and say they without sin? None of us. Not one person. If you're born into sin and you was born into it from the beginning, how can you think that you are not going to slip or fall? No one is perfect. And that's how the Most High wants you, like a child. Like a child. You are still the Most High's child. And for some of you guys, there are some people that forgot that. They forgot. They forgot. And there are some people that are not going to like your story. Because your story comes with pain. And your story shows what it's like to overcome. Your story. Yours. Some of you guys have movies within you. Movie scripts. Books. Novels. Plays. Businesses, business ideas, things that can help prosper you, get you places in life. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you finding time for what you love? Why aren't you chasing your dreams? Why aren't you doing it? And for some of you, just know that it never matters what a person's life looks like, because you could never imagine what a person's life really is. What it really is. And for some of you guys, you have been strong for so long. You have smiled behind some things for so long that if people only really knew what it took to still have that smile has to be nothing than the Holy Spirit. Because some of the stuff that some of you guys have been through, and to still have your smile, that has got to be nothing but the Most High God. And there's some people that know now that's who's walking with you. That's who's covering you. That's who's protecting you. And if you could imagine, only imagine, what that might have been like, then you can imagine how much that could put on your mind, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's kind of like the metamorphosis phase, right? Coming out of the dark place, coming out of the cocoon, coming out. There could be something about coming out of a certain place. Maybe you've made it out of a dark place in your life. Maybe you have overcome something that has been hard, that has been difficult, that has been dark. And sometimes when you go through the cocooning phase, you don't know what to expect when you come out. You don't know. Because coming from the dark into the light after being in the dark for so long can be hard, can be a hard thing to do. But what I can say is that if you get close to the Most High will always have you. And the beauty and the thing about it that's so beautiful to me is that even when you're not close, even when you had a moments where you do fall off and you slip and you mess up and you don't pray as much and you're not as close or connected, guess what? The Most High is still covering and protecting you and love you. Not that that's how you should think of it or be, but just knowing that you still have that. Even in your shortcomings, you still have that. And for some of you guys, there's some people that are not going to like your story because it proves them to have not told the truth. It proves people that went against you to others just who they truly are. It shows people. That's why you don't have to do anything when it comes to people that have hurt you. The Most High already knows about it. And we all will be judged according to how we also have treated others. Others. And good deeds. Not because someone is looking, but because you did it from your heart. From your heart. There's something I'm being drawn to a trumpet. Someone may play an instrument. This could be something about an instrument. This could be a concert or something. There may be something about a trumpet. But I also feel like something's being spoken, something's being said. But I feel like it's in a sense of like alerting. So it's kind of like blowing the horn, blowing the trumpet, like dun, 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 like there's something like that. Like there's something about to be blown. There's something about to be heard. There's something about to be said. There's something about to be said. And it's so crazy. But when I tell you God is good, the Most High is good, okay? Because the Most High will even work out a work situation in your favor, okay? But there's something about realizing that people make mistakes, but sometimes just knowing that what you have had to overcome, and if you only knew the people that did some of these things to you, the people that said some of these things about you, the people that tried to really go against you the most, if you only really knew who some of those people were. And for a lot of you guys, it's the ones closest to you, your family. A lot of you guys, it's your family. Your family. And a lot of people talk about these generational curses and breaking curses and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people talk about it, but do you really know to the extent of what it is to break that curse? Do you know how hard it truly is to break it? To not go along with it? To break free from it? The curse, right? It's a curse that has been placed on some of you guys' families for so long. So it's a generational curse that a lot of you are trying to break. Do you think the enemy wants you to break it? Do you think the enemy wants you to do differently than what the enemy has been so accustomed to? You think the enemy wants you to have the strength to overcome? To really do the Most High's will on earth as it is in heaven? Do you really think that's what the enemy wants? And that is what a lot of you are up against, the enemy. That's why it tells you are battling the principalities of darkness, not the flesh. You are battling these people in spirit, good versus evil. And that is what the enemy does not like and does not want you to do. So that's the message, and that's what I got. Okay? That's what I got for you. Is that for some of you guys, just imagine you and all your things in one room. And how would that make you feel if you were boxed in and couldn't get out? And then when you get out, you don't know how to get used to being out of a circumstance or a situation because you were in it for so long. Have you ever been in something for so long you don't know how to get out? You done it for so long you don't know how to not do it anymore? Because you've gotten so accustomed, because you've gotten so comfortable, because you've gotten so used to something. You've gotten so used to it. So for some of you guys, you are breaking things. And the things you are breaking is generational. And that's what the enemy does not like. So I too know too well, right? Oh, too well what it's like to go up against evil, right? People trying to hurt you, people trying to bring harm your way, and being under spell work, being under attack, being on people's altars, being in moon rituals, and all the things that people have done, either to you, towards you, with your photos, your name, however they've done it. There are some people that did some things, and they know it. And we all will be judged according to His will, you know? But I do believe in repentance. I do believe that if you truly mean it, then the Most High will forgive you. If you truly mean it. So for some of you guys, there's something about getting back connected, getting back grounded, getting back centered. Getting back centered. That's what's going to be happening. You are now getting centered. You're getting put in the place as to where it is you need to be to become what it is that the Most High needs you to become. And when you guys become this, there's some people that are not going to like your story and how it actually worked out in your favor. And it played out exactly how the Most High God wanted it to, despite every tactic of the enemy. Because some of you guys had arrows coming from left and right. That's why it tells you you're going to have a lot come up against you. 1,000 on the left, 10,000 on the right, but none shall come. That's a lot of people trying to come up against you. But even amongst all them, it tells you none shall come against you. So if you believe that and you know that, then know that the Most High God is with you. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So I vented tonight, y'all. I can't even lie, okay? Maybe this was my own therapy session, but listen, okay? I don't know what to tell y'all. All I can tell you is that God is real, and I just pray y'all getting your lives right, your minds right, your souls right. Like, just get right. You know, I'm not saying you got to be perfect, because none of us are going to be perfect anyways, and we all have our things that we do, but I'm just saying if you can get as much right as you can, as much right as you can, and then all other things will fall into place, because the Most High knows your heart. The Most High knows you. And forgive people, you know, forgive them. I believe that is why Jesus said what he said, for they know not. And I think as I got older, I really overstood and understood that a lot more, because there are some people that really know not what they were doing when it came to you. There were some people really in the dark. There were some people really lost and confused. There were some people. That is why he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because had they only really known what they were doing to a child of the Most High God, you think they would have still done it? And some of them knew you were and still proceeded. So we're all going to have to answer to our Creator someday. Each and every last one of us. And hopefully when you get to that time in your life, you can have changed some of your life to where it doesn't have to be what it was, but it can be what you want it to be. What you want it to be. What do you want out of your life? What do you desire? If you think of righteous intent, then you shall receive. So a man thinketh, so is he. What are you thinking of yourself? What do you believe? That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But as always, I let you know, I am not a therapist, okay? I'm intuitive, so I pick up on the energy and the messages from the Most High. If you've helped one, you've helped some, so I hope that this message helps someone. But if you need help, feel free to reach out to someone and get the help that it is that you need. There's nothing wrong with speaking with someone. There's nothing wrong with getting help. And there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? But if you would like to book a session with me, that is allthingsspiritual444.com. If you would like to purchase the Negative Energy Be Gone spray, I've been spraying the heck out of my own spray lately. I can't even lie. And I honestly feel like every time I'm spraying my spray, real talk, I feel like the energy really do get better around me. So I feel like there's something that maybe you guys need, and it might be some of that Negative Energy Be Gone spray. I'm just saying. But that is also on allthingsspiritual444.com. Other than that, if you would like to sign up for Patreon, the link is below. And yeah, so, or I might put this on Patreon. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Well, you'll just have to wait and see, because I don't know just yet. But because I know I need to put something up for them too. So if you guys would like to sign up for Patreon, the link is below. But other than that, as always, whether good, bad, or indifferent, however you feel about me, it is always peace be upon you, within you, and all around you. I send you peace and I send you love. Okay, so yeah, guys, until next time, and as always, what we tell them, guys, we tell them namaste.